Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about why you should stop focusing on cardio if you're over 45. The reason why I say this is because research has shown that starting at around 35 and accelerated by 45, people naturally start to lose muscle mass. And this is commonly known as sarcopenia. And the causes for this are multifactorial, with neurological decline, hormonal changes, inflammatory pathway activation, declines in activity, chronic illness, and poor nutrition, all showing to be contributing factors. The strength and functional declines associated with sarcopenia can in turn contribute to a number of adverse health outcomes, including loss of function, disability, and frailty. So the question is, how do we prevent this, and why is cardio not the answer? Alright, we all know that cardio is a form of exercise with many health benefits, but it should not be your main focus. I don't know about you guys, but most of the times when I see older adults in the gym, they're usually on the cardio side of the gym. Whether it's because they think weights might be bad for their joints, or it's too risky, or they're only looking to lose a couple of pounds, or they might think that that side of the gym is only for bodybuilders or for young high schoolers. But whatever the reasons may be, the type of training that you should be focusing on is strength training. And to clarify, this goes for both men and women. I know that sometimes when resistance training is brought up, it's usually geared towards the men, but for this one, it applies to everyone. And research shows that the best way to combat sarcopenia is with resistance training. It puts enough stress on the muscle for muscular hypertrophy, which helps the body hold on to the lean muscle mass. And given that muscle mass accounts for about 60% of our body mass, it's very important to try to preserve as much lean muscle mass as possible while aging. And you may not feel the loss in muscle or function right now, but sarcopenia is not something you can avoid, but it is something that can be slowed down with lifestyle changes. So if you want to build a better looking and feeling body, I will cover the 5 factors that will give you the best results. The first factor is the number of reps you should be doing that's optimal for muscular hypertrophy. Research suggests that for strength and hypertrophy, you should be working in the 6 to 12 rep range. Lower rep ranges from 1 to 5 are good for strength training, but won't be as effective in muscular hypertrophy and may increase the risk of injuries. And higher reps of 15 and over target muscular endurance, which is not the focus of this training. And this brings me to my second point, which is intensity. Intensity for working out means how hard you push your working sets. If you're doing an exercise and stop at 10 reps when you know you can still do 5 to 6 more reps, that will be considered low intensity. If you're working with heavier weights and only do 5 reps but you couldn't have done 1 more rep, that will be considered high intensity. So it's important to work at an intensity level of about 8 to 9 or 80 to 90% of our maximal effort, because our goal is to put our body under a lot of stress so the body can adapt and get stronger. And stress in this context is a good thing because we need to break down the muscle fibers in order to build new ones. So it's better to do few very hard sets than to do multiple easy sets. You should need around 2 to 3 minute break if you're really pushing your sets. And this brings me to volume. Studies tell us that around the same time people start to naturally lose muscle mass is when they also start to see a decrease in the speed of recovery. This is important to take into account because this means that the body needs a longer time to recover from workouts compared to someone who's in their 20s. For older adults, it's recommended to work out around 3 to 4 times a week so that you can have about a day of rest in between each workout session. And remember that the body builds and recovers when it's resting, not during the workout, so giving the body enough time to recover is crucial. Alright, now let's talk about power and speed. Our body has 2 types of muscle fibers, fast twitch and slow twitch muscle fibers. Slow twitch muscle fibers last a lot longer and are responsible for movements that take less energy like jogging, versus fast twitch muscle fibers that fatigue quicker and are used for explosive movements like sprinting. And I only bring this up because sarcopenia targets the fast twitch muscles more than the slow twitch muscles. So we need to work on more explosive movements to slow down the loss of the fast twitch muscle fibers. And lastly, I want to cover the importance of progressive overload. Progressive overload is when you slowly increase either the rep, set, volume, weight, or perform a harder variation of the workout in order to give your body something new to adapt to. If you go in the gym and do the same weight, same exercise, same reps and volume every single day, your body won't really make any progress. So my recommendation is to track your lift to avoid plateaus. If you track your workouts, you will have a better idea on how your workouts are going and whether or not you need to increase your rep, set, volume, weight, or change the variation of the exercise. So those were the 5 important factors that you should take into account if you want the best results. And now that we covered those, I'll give you an example of what a week of training should look like for you in order to build a healthier, better looking body that also combats sarcopenia. Alright, so every individual will have a different goal, like trying to lose weight, gain muscle mass, etc. So you can decide how you want to set up your workouts, but this is an example of a split I will give to my client who is looking to get in shape and achieve an overall healthier body. It's going to be a 4-day split with 1 rest day in between each workout session. Because as I mentioned earlier with volume, as we age, our recovery speed decreases, so working out 5, 6, 7 times a week is not ideal for our goal. So this might look a little bit intimidating, so let's break it down. On Monday, we are starting off with an upper body day. For upper body, we are doing the lat pull downs for 3 sets of 10 reps, dumbbell chest press for 4 sets of 8 reps, seated dumbbell shoulder press for 3 sets of 10 reps, dumbbell bicep curls for 3 sets of 12 reps, tricep rope extensions for 3 sets of 12 reps. And this covers all the major muscle groups on our upper body. This covers our back, chest, shoulders, biceps, and then triceps. And on Tuesday, it's going to be a rest day. And on rest days, I like to incorporate a little bit of cardio, so you could consider this more of an active rest. If you don't like to walk, you will go on a hike, play golf, anything that's active. Alright, and then moving to Wednesday, we are hitting our lower body. We're starting off with the leg press, 3 sets of 8 reps, hip thrusts, 3 sets of 10 reps, explosive step-ups, 3 sets of 8 reps, laying hamstring curls, 3 sets of 10 reps, standing calf raises, 3 sets of 12 reps, and we're hitting our abs with supported leg raise with crunches, both 3 sets of 12 reps. So we are hitting all of our major muscle groups on our lower body, the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings, and the calves with a little bit of core. And again, Thursday, another rest day with an active rest. And then on Friday, we are hitting the upper body one more time, and we're starting off with a 1 arm dumbbell row. This is a unilateral movement, so it's good for muscle imbalances and for stability. And then incline dumbbell chest press. This is a great exercise because most people have underdeveloped upper chest, so this strengthens and develops that area. And then moving on to lateral raises, a great exercise to fatigue the shoulders, especially the front and the lateral delts. And then the hamstring curls, great for isolating the hamstrings. And then dumbbell overhead tricep extensions for the triceps. Saturday again, another rest day. And lastly on Sunday, we are hitting the lower body one more time. And we're starting off with the walking lunges. Lunges are not only great for hitting the quads and glutes, but it's also great for working on balance and just an overall great functional movement. And then leg extensions are great for your quads. Hyperextensions are for our low back, glutes, and hamstrings. Seated hamstring curls, isolating the hamstrings. And then we're finishing off the lower body day with seated calf raises. And again, a little bit of core at the end with plank and side planks, both 3 sets of 1 minute. And you guys may have noticed that all the reps are within 6 to 12 reps because as I mentioned earlier, 6 to 12 is optimal for muscular hypertrophy and for strength. So one thing to note when you're working out is work your bigger muscles first. If you're doing an upper body day, don't hit your biceps first and then hit your back. That's not the most efficient way to spend our energy. We want to spend most of our energy on the big muscles to get the best results. So this workout hits the upper body and lower body twice a week, which has been shown to give the best results for muscle growth and strength gains. And adding cardio as our active recovery 3 days out of the week will help with the cardiovascular health and keeping the weight under control. And you can also add light cardio before or after your workouts if you want, but just remember to save some energy so you can hit the weights. Again, it's very important, especially for older adults in their early 40s, to start focusing on strength training to maintain as much lean muscle mass as possible, not for just aesthetic reasons, but for functional reasons as well. So if you push yourself in the gym and follow these tips, I guarantee you will feel and look a lot better. And again, sarcopenia is not something we can avoid, but it is something that can be slowed down with better lifestyle choices with an effective workout plan. Alright, so hopefully this video was useful to you guys. I'll link all of the studies and references down below, so go check those out. And if you like the video, hit that like button, it really helps me out. And feel free to turn on your notification and subscribe so I can help you out with more future videos like this. And with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.